This next one that I'd like to read is from July of 2014. As you all know, July 2014 was one of the many wars that Israel conducted in Gaza. They killed 2,000 people. All of them civilians, I don't care what anyone, and about 500 children. And we Palestinians were being told how we need to act at that time. We need to be nice and whatever. So I wrote something called Palestinians Need to Act Appropriately, July 19th, 2014. Over the past couple of weeks, many of us Palestinians have been incessantly writing, posting, tweeting, and commenting about Palestine, Israel, and Gaza. I have been no exception. On July 9th, I posted something. On July 15th, I posted something. As a result of those two writings, I received many messages from Jews, both Israeli and American. Most of them were hate-filled and racist. I'm used to those. They don't bother me at all. But I received many more with a different feel. Many Jewish friends, acquaintances, and former students wrote me with a similar theme. Amer, why are you being so polarizing? Shouldn't we all just want peace? Why don't you seek harmony? Should I avoid being polarizing? Not if it makes people think. Should I advocate for peace? That's kind of a silly thing to ask. Do I seek harmony? I had to think about that one. And I finally came up with a response. Not yet. Now that I've answered those questions to the best of my knowledge, let me get to why I think these kinds of things are being asked of me at all. First, many Jews, many more than ever before, are reassessing their personal relationship with Israel. That's a good thing. And has nothing to do with any activity on the part of the Palestinians, unless you classify survival as an activity. Those who are seeking peace, reconciliation, and understanding might be naive at this point. But at least it seems we have moved past a land without a people for a people without a land. But secondly, and more importantly, many Jews believe that Palestinians should be acting in a certain way. Some ask for acquiescence, capitulation, and surrender. Some want us to apologize. And some want us to simply disappear. Of course, Palestinians cannot provide any of those things. But those who consider themselves liberal Zionists or mainstream Jewish supporters of Israel ask for something that they believe Palestinians can and should give them: accommodation. They want peace of mind. They want me to tell them that everything is okay. Well, it's not. After the murderous burning alive of Muhammad Abu Khdeir in Jerusalem as he was waiting for morning prayers, forgive me if I couldn't find it in my heart to say, give peace a chance. After the Gaza beach massacre of the 4 Becker boys, Zakaria, Ahad, Muhammad, and Ismail, as they were playing soccer, forgive me if I couldn't bring myself to say, can't we all just get along? And after the brutal slaughter of 3 more Palestinian boys, Jihad, Fulah, and Wasim, who were feeding pigeons on their roof, forgive me if I didn't feel kinship, cooperation, and understanding. Maybe they thought Muhammad had an ominous reason to be in front of that mosque. Or maybe they thought the Becker boys were launching rockets from their feet. Or maybe, just maybe, they thought the Shahabra family were training the pigeons to attack Tel Aviv. There, am I now being understanding enough for you? One might imagine, in light of all of this, that a Palestinian might not feel harmonious at all. I can think of many other emotions that might be more appropriate. Rage, anger, defiance, sarcasm, contempt, fear, spite, anxiety, concern, dread, violation, loss, abandonment, despair, panic, terror, but not harmony. Definitely not harmony. Okay. And the last one I want to read is, it's not in my book because it came after, but has anyone ever been to, anybody here been to Palestine before? Okay, so this is very disappointing. Everybody in Dearborn needs to go to Palestine. I always hear people in Dearborn say that they don't want to go to Palestine because they think the Israelis stamp your passport or some bullshit like that. It's not true, okay? The Israelis stopped stamping passports, by the way, a long time ago because white people started complaining, not because of us. Because white people started complaining from Europe that they were getting their passports stamped. But So what if they stamped your passport? So what? Just come back and get a new passport when you come to America. Don't ever let the Israelis decide whether or not you're visiting Palestine. Okay, so after that, I was in Jerusalem